It wasn't my fault, I swear. I know you guys can't see me right now. You can kind of see the lights on our bikes. Everything's turned down to a minimum right now, so we're not wasting power while we're just sitting here stretching our legs. But we're out for a night cruise. This is Bush Line, following the same road I took the other night. But so you guys can see me. Thank you, Matt. We're out here, like I said, for a night cruise. It's not cold, it's just really humid night. You can see our breath. So our first night rip, out going down to Port Stanley, and guess what? It wasn't my fault, I swear. No, they're just curious as to why these lights were coming up the road so slow. This bike only does 32 kilometers an hour right now. And we thought it was just some redneck pulled over, so we're like, let's mess with them. And so we had our lights side by side. And then we kind of split apart and come back together. Turns out it's OPP, Ontario Provincial Police. They're just out here doing their thing. Don't worry, we're not actually in any trouble here. What did you do, man? Nothing, I swear it wasn't me. Alright, so we're just waiting for our identifications back, and then we're back on the road to port. Well, I'm glad I got a camera, because nobody would believe us at all. Nobody would believe us. It's so hard to hold this thing still enough to let it come into focus. There we go. And just keep zooming in a little bit more. Oh, shoot. There you go. Ah, stop. Ta-da! Hard to believe that's 400,000 kilometers away, eh?
The other one, can't you?
Hang on, I'll give it a shot in a minute. I gotta zoom out a bit. Well, guys, we made it down to port. I hope the image is showing up okay. I've not done a lot of night filming with this camera yet, but you can hear some of the locals still lingering around. Let's see how well this shows up. I might have to do a little bit of enhancement with the editing software, but yeah, made her down. No sooner did we pull in to the Max parking lot over here. Show you guys. I might have to adjust the light setting on the camera, but no sooner did we pull into the Max here than we saw the OPP officers that pulled us over way out in the middle of nowhere fly past us down the road and down towards the main beach, which is actually where we're heading next. But it was kind of funny. Matt's just in there getting his thing, and then we're gonna head on down to the main beach. Yeah, so I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the light. Make sure there's no more spiders crawling on me. That thing was huge. I don't like spiders. I just said that. Click like if you don't like spiders, remember? So yeah, we're out here, we made it. And there's a lot of drunks down in the bar section. One that almost tried to step out in front of us, but intelligence when drinking, right? So what does it look like where we are? It's nighttime, so if it shows up at all, you can see the shimmer off the lake hardly. But along here, that water looks so ominous wherever the light is. Almost spooky. So we're gonna continue doing our ride thing. We could probably go over to Little Beach next. Having some focus issues because it's nighttime here. Come on, give me some focus. Oh, come on.
Sorry, buddy.
But yeah, it's nighttime. What can you expect? It's not like this is a Canon 70D, but it's a good little Canon anyways. Anyhow, I think about appropriate maybe that I'm just gonna pause the vlog here and we'll move on to the next day or something. I might film a little bit more if I can, but I'm getting covered in bugs while we're standing here, so we're gonna move along. Sitting back here, where the journey started from, the bikes are doing great. Still not too sure about the govern issue and the bike itself only doing about 25 kilometers an hour. I'd like at least the full governed speed of it, so Rob's already expecting me to come back and let him know how I'm making out with it, and I'll let him know, and I'm sure he'll do what he can do. Or if it can't be corrected, I know they're the kind of people that'll they'll take care of the issue. They're good guys in there, and they want to see me happy on one of their bikes. And I am already really happy on it. It just needs a touch more top end. This thing takes off from a dead stop like no tomorrow, because it's light with those lithium batteries. But he definitely has way more top end in here. Gonna be alright?
I feel like a little white bubble there.
Oh, and your gums.
Yep.
Great journey. We made it to Timmy's. I think I already closed the vlog, but I'm going to close it again. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been actually a pretty fun adventure tonight so far. Yep. Hey guys, what's going on tonight? Random Andrew here at my buddy Jumbo. I've actually just noticed this for the first time tonight. They've got these, I know you won't be able to see them. To you guys, it's just this big, bright, white light. But they put in these LED lighting for Jumbo on the old steel posts here. And look at them. You ever seen Jumbo look so great at night? He just stands right out. So, I'm starting my journey here tonight. I'm going to start the video right here at Jumbo. Tonight, I'm going out towards Fingal direction on the new e-bike. Doesn't have a name yet, but she speaks to me in fluent English with an Asian accent. So if you guys got any suggestions, doesn't seem like it would be a female if you were to choose the sex of a bike, but that's wrong. We don't assign sexes to things these days, do we? At least we're not supposed to. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know. That's on the borderline of not being funny. So here's the view right now. Nice and dark. Canada Day. You could see all kinds of fireworks. Like over this way, there's some fireworks going up in the distance, if they're showing up or not. It's a good night for a ride. I've already, since leaving the home, I've done 4.1 kilometers. Apparently, going downhill. Yeah, I had a tailwind and I was going downhill, we'll say that. But I'm gonna track the run tonight, see what kind of distance we get. Once I'm out of town and out of the light, I want to adjust this headlight a little higher too. But otherwise, Rob at Juniors set me up with an amazing bike. I'm in love with this bike. So when I get out somewhere with more lighting out of town, I'm going to update you guys just to let you know whereabouts we are, how far I've traveled. We'll call this an e-bike vlog. One more look at glorious Jumbo, the elephant, before we head on out. I think I'm going to snap a couple pictures too. Probably get some nice night pictures right now. Alright, so here we are in our first stop, the main four-corner intersection, Fingal, Ontario. It's probably about, I'd say, 20 minutes, 15 minutes west of St. Thomas on Fingal Road, hence Fingal. This would actually be Fingal and Union Road. So if you took this road here, if you went in that direction, you'd end up down towards Port Stanley. Kind of weird thinking I wanted to go, but I'm going to take a look. I'm going to pull out the mini map on the phone and see if I want to continue going west or if I want to head down towards Port Stanley. I don't know. It's actually a really busy intersection. Surprisingly, fairly busy for what, 10:30 at night, I think? I'll show you what I mean as I'm sitting here talking. Big fireworks festivities down in Port Stanley. So everybody's coming home from that right now. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the light because I realize such low light. But look at this. There's got a whole lineup of cars right there. They're all coming home from Port Stanley. Okay, well that's not a car, that's a bike. They're all coming home from the fireworks festivities in Port Stanley. That's probably the best guess. Otherwise, why would it be so busy out here at this time of night on a Sunday, no less? So I'm gonna figure out which direction I'm heading from here. If you guys want to know which direction I went, you're just gonna have to keep on watching because I really don't know until I look. I kind of want to head a little bit more west as I've only headed 16 kilometers east. So on with the journey. Let's see where we end up next. So now we're actually just a bit further past Fingal. Not much further, but a bit further. A couple of concessions, country roadblocks, whatever. It's a Fingal Wildlife Management Area. This actually used to be an RCAF, Royal Canadian Air Force training grounds. There's a diamond-shaped runways, well, diamond-shaped. They're straight, but the three runways made up a great big triangle. If you look on Google Maps or Google Earth, You go a little bit west of Fingal and you'll see it. You can't miss it. It looks like 3 big grass runways. One of these days we're going to get out and tour this place when it's daytime. But for now, I figured this would be a good point to make it out to and then head down kind of towards the lake. I know, the lighting's not the best, so bear with me here. Kind of show you a little bit of this information board. Tells a little bit about impacting the world. Number 4, bombing and gunnery school from 1940 to 1945. Does warn you, beware, poison ivy on property. Just wear long pants and long sleeves if you're going to be going out in the brush. This area is managed in cooperation with the community for wildlife enhancement, hunting, viewing, and agriculture. It has your guidelines for the area use, which are too small for me to show you guys. But you can kind of see on here, they show you a little bit how the runways were laid out. Oh yeah, there's glass there, so plexi in the way. But there's a viewing area with a pond, the runways, and I do believe there's even some cement pads from the old barracks. So there's going to be something for us to see when we come out here through the daytime. As for now though, you can't see anything, so there would really be no point. Got some signs over here that I'm pointing the camera at that you can't see. It just says no dirt bikes, ATVs, or snowmobiles permitted on trails. No horses, no hunting access, and all the ministry associated stuff. Oh yeah. I'm assuming there's flagpoles over here, being that it was a former bombing and gunnery range. I can't see, but I'm hearing things. So I'm going to shut the camera off and I'm going to point my headlight over there so I can tell. Yeah, you guys probably can't see it, but I was right. It's just a solely lonesome Canadian flag waving there. The end of Canada Day. I wonder if there's any of the stars or anything. I wish I had some kind of camera that could actually capture good night video, especially showing you how many stars there are up there. Alright, so I'm going to rest for a minute. Not that I really need to rest. I'm not doing any pedaling on this bike. But I'm going to rest for a minute. Enjoy the quiet, nice darkness. And then head on to the next destination. We might even try a backcountry road. And find our way down to port. I think this thing still has a ton of battery life left. If not, we're going to find out the hard way, and it could be a long night. Okay, well, this is the last roadside stop. And this is one of my favorite spots on Bushline. It's a nice, just gradual corner. Tree canopy overhead. Nice, peaceful area. Matt and I stopped here on our way to port the other night. I got onto Boxall Line from Scotch. Loose gravel road. Mental note, don't do gravel roads because if you hit that loose gravel section, you reduce straight down to like 20 kilometers an hour. So, but I did notice I checked the battery indicator when I was giving her throttle under load. There's a bit of voltage drop. I'd say about quarter of the way into the gauge. So I'm heading it back towards the home. I think I'm about 35 kilometers in so far. We'll check the phone and then we'll head her on back home. I was close. 34.2 kilometers. I've been out driving for about an hour and a half so far, it says. It's a pretty fun drive so far. So I'm going to finish off the drive. That should round us off around 45 kilometers. And that's with getting into the throttle a bit, trying to play with it, seeing what the bike's like. So the video you guys just got done watching, I know it's kind of but I recorded it. It was nighttime footage. I wanted to try my best with what lighting I had to be able to record that moment of what it's kind of like to be out there cruising around on the e-bikes well after most people have gone home and gone to bed. So it's a lot quieter, a lot less traffic, a bit safer. Got ample lighting on the bikes, so the only thing you got to watch out for is random animals running across the road. I almost hit a squirrel last night. Good brakes. But yeah, I didn't know how to end those videos because it seems that when I got towards the end of the ride, the lack of lighting really kind of discouraged me from wanting to film more. It is what it is until I get proper lighting set up. Now I have looked at a few things on Amazon. I do believe they're on my wish list. If you guys want to be able to publicly view what's on my Amazon wish list, and maybe if you want to help out that way, I'll make it public soon. I'm still working on that, but it was a suggestion that was put forward by another bit more successful YouTuber, and he's got quite a few good ideas for me. We're going to work on a collaboration soon when he's got the time. I obviously have the time, but I have patience too. So thanks for watching. Nighttime e-bike adventures. Don't know what else to call that. It is a nighttime e-bike adventure, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Click like if you enjoyed the video, and share. We'll see you again real soon. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face. This vlog's over.